So that brings us to number 4. There's something in the air. What is it? It's called the MacBook Air. Now, what is the MacBook Air? In a sentence, it's the world's thinnest notebook. This is it. Let me take it out here. This is the new MacBook Air, and you can get a feel for how thin it is. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right. Amazing product here. Full-size keyboard, full-size display. And this is what it looks like. Isn't that amazing? You open it up. It's got a magnetic latch, so there's no hooks or things to catch on your clothing. And it's got a full-size 13.3-inch widescreen display. And the display is gorgeous. It's an LED backlit display. And not only does that save power, and not only does that give a really bright display, but it's instant on the minute you open it. On top of the display is a built-in iSight camera for video conferencing right out of the box. And you flip it down, there is a full-size keyboard. This is perhaps the best notebook keyboard we've ever shipped. It's a phenomenal keyboard, and it's full-sized. And with the ambient light sensor, it's also backlit. We've got a very generous trackpad, which is great. We've also built in multi-touch gesture support. Now, as you know, our current notebooks have some gestures built in. We've taken that even further. When you go to Preferences in the MacBook Air, you'll actually get to turn on all sorts of other types of gestures, and there's actually videos in there to show you what they are. So let me run through them with you now. You can double tap, and instead of moving the cursor around, you can move a whole window around, right? Just a nice time saver. So that's great. Here's another one. When you're in a photo, a large photo, you want to pan around. You can pan around with just 2 fingers like this. Another nice time saver. You want to rotate a photo. This works in iPhoto and all the other photo apps. Just rotate like this. Again, we've taken some of these things we learned in the iPhone, and now we're putting them in our notebook computers. Here's another one. If you want to go between photographs, next photo, just take 3 fingers and pan right. Previous photo, pan left. And you want to zoom, you can pinch in and out. All right? Isn't that great? So, 5 hours of battery life in that tiny little portable. A lot of the other ultra-thin notebooks get an hour and a half of battery life. This is phenomenal battery life without having to put a big, giant external battery on it like some of them do. So, what are the features? 3 pounds. An unprecedented 0.16 to 0.76 inch thickness. A 13.3-inch full-size display, a full-size keyboard, a backlit keyboard, multi-touch gestures on a very spacious trackpad, iSight camera built in for out-of-the-box video conferencing and horsing around with photo booth. 1.6 gigahertz Core 2 Duo as standard. 2 gigabytes of memory, standard. An 80 gig hard drive, standard, with an option to go to a 64 gigabyte solid-state drive. 802.11n Wi-Fi, standard. Bluetooth 2.1 EDR, standard. and of course our MagSafe connector. And all of these features and more in the thinnest notebook in the world, and we are pricing this notebook at just $17.99. And we commence shipping MacBook Airs in just 2 weeks.